Yeah, good morning guys, welcome back to Luke's Fishin Mission. Thank you for tuning in today. It's bright and early on a Saturday morning. It's about 6:15 and I'm down the flats about to chase some more whiting on surface lure. 95mm Sugapen is what I used last time, and I'm keen to keep going with that because I got the one fish, so I definitely ticked that box. I was absolutely stoked to tick that box. But I wasn't overly fulfilled with just the one fish. You know, as fishermen, we can be a little bit greedy sometimes, always wanting to challenge ourselves. Well, I do anyway. I definitely want to challenge myself and get better and better. I've come back with the same lure, but a different color. If you're going to use a 95mm lure for whiting, which is massive, and that was the whole goal of last time, I reckon you've got to use something a bit more natural. Last time I was using a 95mm Sugapen, yes, but it was gold. Now, gold is a great color for pelagics, nice and shiny, but for whiting, I feel a more natural color such as this, and don't quote me what the color of that is. It's bassday colors are a bunch of letters and numbers, but it looks a lot more like a prawn. Got the assist hooks on the back tricked up, and I changed the front treble as well, so I'm going to give that a go and see if I can catch a few. That's definitely the goal today. Try catch a couple of whiting and keep proving that you can catch them on massive stick baits. Like 95mm lure is really big and shows just how aggressive they are. I'm also out using a new rod that I've just received, the new Samurai Reaction. This is the 4 to 10 pound spin, the RE252. Absolutely gorgeous rod. They're going to be in stores at the end of September, start of October, so not even in stores yet, but when they do, make sure you go check them out. They're super light, they feel comfortable. The grip is a TCH, titanium carbon hybrid, nice and light. The grip has Sisu technology, carbon sensitivity enhancing unibody. So what that means by in sensitivity, it's nice and sensitive, it enhances the sensitivity, and unibody meaning it blends with the full carbon butt down here. So really sensitive, really light. An absolutely gorgeous rod in the hand. I can't wait to give it a crack. It's got 6 axial overwrap from here to the first guide. So basically that limits the twist in the rod, and every bit of power you put into fighting that fish will be exerted down the rod, down the braid to fighting that fish. And yeah guys, it's windy this morning. There's a little bit of wind, a little bit overcast, and might even get a shower of rain, but these are the conditions. Low light periods, early in the morning, late afternoon, that lends himself best to topwater, so that's in our favor. Yeah, I can hear that wind howling, but hopefully that's mostly over my shoulder. Should be able to cast this lure even further because of it. So anyway, enough talking, time to have a crack. Okay guys, I'm just walking out. The wind is at my back, so I should be able to cast this lure a long way. The beauty about this lure being bigger, it's obviously heavier, cast it further, but yeah, it's aided by the stronger wind at my back. I can cast that out a mile. And I'm casting it out to where that water is eddying around out there. There's a drop off. I can certainly see there's a drop off out there where the water gets a bit deeper. So on the flats, you need to look for the micro habitat. Basically any little bit of rock. Ooh, was that a hit? Any little bit of rock or gravel, snag like that one there. Little gutters and depressions where it's going to fill up quicker. We're going to run out tide at the moment. I'm fishing the last of the run out and the first of the run in for these fish today. Find that micro habitat amongst the flats, which are usually devoid of structure and barren, a bit of a desert. But you find those little bit of drop-offs, a little bit of gullies, a little bit of shoal or shale, a bit of rock, tree, and the fish shouldn't be too far away. I can't wait to see if changing the lure to a more natural coloured lure, which I'm using now, that prawn type colour, will make a difference today. I did catch one whiting last time on the 95mm bassday Sugapen on the gold, but I want to see if using a more natural colour increases my chances, increases my success. I reckon it might. Best time of the day for surface is late arvo and early morning when the light is low. We've got a good tide, we've got good light, we just got some wind. That's a bit of an issue, but not too bad. Like I said, it's aiding my casting. Tell you what, I can cast a mile with this nice light new rod. The fact the wind's at my back and the weight of this lure, I can cast a mile. Now with stick baits, and I've mentioned it in previous whiting videos, but if this is the first one you've seen, then you have to keep your lure moving, your surface lure moving at all times. In this clear, shallow water, whiting have fantastic eyesight, and if you pause it, they'll get an eye full of it. They'll get a good look, they'll realise something's not quite right, and they'll stop chasing it. But if you keep moving it, especially a stick bait across the top or a little blooping popper, it will look like a little prawn skipping away, and they will just mow it down. We've seen whiting as small as 9 centimeters eat my bassday Sugapen Splash, which is a 75mm lure. Well, today I'm using the 95mm, hoping to catch a couple of bigger fish. We know how vicious they are. They surprise me every time, and that's why I keep coming back and doing these videos, because not a lot of people think you can catch whiting on surface. Whiting have a downturned mouth, made for eating things out of the sand or out of the substrate. Plus, they don't recognise whiting as being a vicious or avid lure taker, and especially not a surface lure, and especially not a big surface lure like this, the 95mm Sugapen. But I'm using a very cool colour. I really like this colour. It looks really, really natural. HF119 could well be, something like that. Assist hooks make a huge difference. You always get them on the assist at the back. Definitely put assist hooks on if you're going for whiting on surface. You'll often get them just on the back hooks. Guys, I'm onto something here. I'm onto something on the new rod and the big bassday Sugapen 95mm. Ooh, it's not too bad. Feels all right. You can feel everything with this rod, I tell you that. So sensitive in the butt section there. Oh, it was a bit of a run. Might be a whiting. Hoping it's a whiting. That's what I'm here for today. Whiting on the big topwater lure on the natural coloured bassday Sugapen 95. What do we have? I back that drag off. If it wants to run, it can. I don't want to pull the hooks. It's not like these fish bricky on the flats. Oh, it's a bream, is it? Wow, look at that. Brimbo. That's why it gave me a bit of curry. Come here, mate. There we go. Bream, guys. Yeah, guys, there we go. First fish of the morning. First fish on this new lure, and first fish on the new rod. It's on the bassday Sugapen 95mm in that prawny coloured lure. Not a bad bream, he'd definitely be legal, but I'm going to let him go. Very cool. Nice start to the morning. Let's hopefully get a big whiting now. Got something, guys, not overly big. I think it's still on there. Yeah, it's still there. I think it's a whiting. I think it's a whiting. It's not much bigger than the lure. Oh my god. How vicious. Check it out. It is a whiting. That is a 20cm whiting. Not even. On a 95mm lure. Guys, 95mm bassday Sugapen and probably a 19-20cm whiting. I guess that shows they're vicious, mate. 95mm lure. This fish is literally twice the size of this lure. Can't believe that. That's probably the smallest whiting I've caught on a lure this size. I had caught a 9cm whiting on a 7.5cm lure. Now, as far as ratios go, that's probably better, but this is still very impressive. Such a tiny fish on such a big lure. Look at the mouth. The mouth is so tiny, yet look at that. Can't even fit my pinky tip in there, yet it still ate it. Crazy vicious whiting. It's absolutely crazy. You don't just catch big whiting on the big lures, you can catch small ones too, which just tells me just how vicious they are and leaves me gobsmacked every time. Now I just got that fish from this shoal bar, this rock bar over here. The tide's running out over this sort of shoaly stuff. Just caught that fish there, and about 2 casts before that I had another hit. So The whiting might be pushing up against the flow over there, eating things getting stirred up out of that sort of cobble substrate. I'm on again, guys. What do we got? It looks very silvery. Yeah, I reckon we got a whiting. He might actually be foul hook because he's playing up on the surface. He's definitely had a swipe at it and may have foul hooked himself up, but I think it's a whiting. Bit bigger than the last one, I think. Yeah, there's more weight. Oh, it's a good, I think it's a good, oh, I lost him. Oh, damn it. I'm on again, guys, right here. Oh, it followed it in and ate it. I'm gonna back that drag off so I don't pull the hooks again. Had to turn off the last clip because I may or may not have had a few coarse words in there. I was annoyed because I came for whiting and I've got another one. Literally a couple of casts later. I don't know if he's as big, but still a pretty nice fish. Yeah, still a very nice fish actually. And on the 95 mil, and on the 95 mil bassday Sugapen. Big topwater stick bait. Let's go. Yeah, he's a nice fish. Certainly well over legal size. Awesome. That's all right. Let's go have a look at him. He's probably high 20s. He's not overly huge, but he's probably 28, 29 on the 95 mil bassday Sugapen. Now today, caught 2 whiting, a bream, and had a bunch more hits and a few fish that I've lost. So I'm thinking this new colour that I'm trying, well, it's not a new colour to the range, but it's a new colour for me. Last time I used the gold, now I'm using this prawny coloured, more natural one. Seems to be doing the goods today. Definitely. He's actually probably bigger than I first thought. I reckon 28, but I reckon he's a good 30. Good size head on it, and snaffled both of those assist hooks. That's so important to use assist hooks, isn't it? You can just see now. I might not have hooked that fish if it's just a standard treble because they short strike and they get the trailing hooks out the back, and he got both of them that time. So he wasn't getting away. That's the caliber of fish I'm looking for today. A few more like that would be great, but I'm not disappointed. Big whiting around 30, that last one. Little whiting to show just how aggressive they are, like about 18 centimeters on a 9.5 centimeter lure. Nice bream. I've definitely had a lot more hits today, and fish that I've had on and I've dropped. The one just before that fish there was another nice whiting, and it got off about 5 meters away from me. So that would have been another whiting. So I'm certainly thinking that they are liking this color, the more natural colored bassday Sugapen, like a prawn. Put everything in your favor. The bright gold probably wasn't the best option last time. I still got one fish, but like I said, the gold's probably better for pelagics, nice and shiny, but this is more natural. So put everything in your favor. That's why I distinctly went out and sourced this lure to come back here, give it a proper crack with this and see if I can get a few more fish, which I have already. I'm pretty happy with that. I've been here an hour, caught 3 fish, lost a few more, and still here for another hour yet. Guys, I don't know what I got now, but it's literally, I turned the camera off as I was saying, let's see if I can get something a bit more, and then something's eaten it and it's taken string. It is taking drag. This is no whiting or flathead. Oh, and I just lost it. Spewing, man. No idea what that was. I'm absolutely gutted that I lost it. I just want to show you these fish and the way it took off. Big runs. I reckon it was a little queenie or a little GT, some sort of trevally or queenfish, but it took some screaming runs, and it was going to be a bit of fun getting him in on the light gear. But they're certainly eating pretty good today. The fish are striking, the fish are biting. I think last time I just got that one whiting, was the only hits I had. Oh, actually I had that flathead annoy it a few times in a row, but not consistent bites like I'm getting now. And the fact that it's overcast still is playing in my favor. That low light period, like I said, is the best for top water. Oh, and there's another fish. There's another fish. There's another whiting. I see the silver on it. This one's not getting away. I was just saying, this low light period is playing in our favour. Early morning, late afternoon bite. Best for top water, that low light. When the sun gets up, the fish go a bit deeper usually. Despite with whiting though, I've found I've pretty much caught them all day. There's another fish, another whiting. Another reasonable fish. Yeah, he's another nice fish. Awesome. Look at that. They're certainly biting today on that more natural coloured bassday Sugapen. 95 mil, big top water, whiting do not shy away. In fact, they embrace it. They love it. Let's go. Guys, the whiting are playing the game today. Got two nice ones. Definitely lost a couple of nice ones as well. Had a few other hits and runs from other things, including a pelagic, but the fish are playing the game. Like I was saying, I think a bit to do with that is the low light period still. They're more inclined to smash top water. The fact we're at the last of the run out, it's about to turn. Good stage of the tide as well. I feel the fish are pushing up against the last of the run out, trying to get upstream from the mouth. Trying to get up the river. Guys, the tide has just turned now. It's started to come in. So I fished the last of the outgoing and now it's the first of the incoming, which is what I love when I'm chasing whiting or even flathead for that matter on lures, land-based. They're going to start pushing up here on these flats. Before, the only deep water was way out there, and now you've got shallow flats, and it's going to obviously get deeper as the tide moves up, as the water moves up the beach. But then obviously I've got to keep moving back with it too, because it's going to start to get a bit deeper. But more of these flats are going to get inundated, so there's going to be more habitat, more country for these fish to frolic on, I suppose, which in one way brings in more fish but disperses them too, because before they could only go in a channel 30 meters wide over there. Now it's going to be a couple of 100 meters wide because the tide's going to cover more of the bank. But I do like this stage of the tide because you're going to get them coming up right up in the shallows now, pushing in on those areas that are newly inundated, trying to salvage some little yabbies or pippies or worm or little crabs that might have been left there with the last tide or died, or yeah. Let's see if we can get something now. The turn of the tide. It's a blue swimmer crab there, look. See his blue nippers? Come here, come here. Nah, not gonna catch it. Yeah guys, tide has turned. I'm just about to bail because I've got to go to work, unfortunately, tie ship up. But I used the more natural coloured bassday Sugapen today, the 95 mil. I used the gold one last time. The gold one last time I got the one fish, it was a good fish. Today I got multiple fish on the more natural colour lures. I love the fact you can catch whiting on such big surface lures, it's so cool. But if you're gonna do this, I feel go the more natural one. I had a good success today. I got about a 38 centimetre whiting, a 28 centimetre whiting, so two good ones, as well as a small one, which is nice to see, around 18 centimetres. Really good to see that even the small ones will still eat this big lure. Guys, I'm always surprised of just how vicious whiting are. It's so much fun on the light gear. I used my new Samurai reaction today too. So I christened that in with some nice fish on some big lures, and well, a big lure, but definitely go the more natural one. That prawny coloured one on the top is the goods for whiting. Go 95 mil. You know what? There's one bigger Sugapen. It's 120 mil. It's massive. Maybe I'm going to do a video next on trying to catch a whiting on the 120 mil Sugapen. That will be all time. That's a huge lure. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.